Andrew Tate is a fool. I see Andrew Tate, I see an extremely, extremely crippling, insecure man. Andrew Tate. Now, I'm not going to talk about his charges. I'm not going to talk about him going to jail. I don't think he did this. I don't think he did that stuff. I don't think he held anybody against their will or kidnapped anybody or did any of that. That don't matter. You know what the dangerous type of lie in the universe is? The most dangerous type of lie in the universe is the one that has the most truth in it. The most dangerous people out there are people who take a lie and wrap it all up in truth and deceive you. Andrew Tate likes to call himself the most dangerous man in the world. But he cannot be the most dangerous man in the world because he's currently the loudest man in the world. And the dangerous man is never the loudest man. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm saying that you need to be careful about who you follow. In my experience, I don't care how big a fella is. I don't care how tough he is in a ring where there's rules and there's referees looking out for stuff. I don't care how much he works out. I don't care how much he walks around without a shirt on. I don't care how big his tattoos are. The louder he is, the more insecure he is inside. And when I see Andrew Tate, I see an extremely, extremely crippling, insecure man. Now you say, Dewayne, he puts off such extremely secure vibes. I know. But a secure man don't have to put off vibes. A tough man is not going to always tell you how tough he is. He's not going to get online and keep showing you clip after clip after clip of him hitting a punching bag, of him winning in fights and knocking people down. You into drinking games? I'm not. But some people are. Look, here's a drinking game, okay? Get you a bottle of whatever you drink, set it in front of you. Every time that man says Bugatti, take a drink. See how far you get through the video. Why does he constantly have to bring up his money? Why does he constantly have to point out his supercars and his women and then his money? Why does he have to stand there with his shirt off showing you his muscles all the time? Why? What is he so insecure about? When it comes time for the stuff to hit the fan, and it's going to hit the fan, you want a quiet, secure man that knows what he's doing. When I see people talk about how he's helped young men, the only examples I see given by him, and I haven't watched all this stuff, there could be others, okay, is how much money they're making. I help them make money. He's all about money. Of course, he leaves out the fact that he started making money by being a pimp. Now, I don't think he's a pimp now. I think he's changed a lot of stuff he's saying, but how much of that is image rehabilitation? And how much is that real, sincere, mature, and growing? It's not fully mature and growing, because if it was, he would get on there and he would publicly say, I did wrong. Now, maybe he has. I haven't seen it, okay? A real man would say, look, this is what I did. This is how I got my start. I own all these. He talks about his investments and he talks about the money he's making and the property he owns. But I got my start by pimping women on the internet. So it's a poison well. But young men, they don't need help. The core problem today is not a lack of money. Now, money's helpful. Money's good. But I've watched him on 2 or 3 different occasions say, if you're not rich, you're either a fool or you're lazy. Only a fool would say that. Andrew Tate is a fool. My dad wasn't a fool. And my dad dang sure wasn't lazy. But he wasn't rich either. Because he didn't live his life for himself. And he did not extort people and use people. He did not get on the backside of internet somewhere with women and take people for their money. He served people, so he died poor. So any jackwagon that gets on the internet with his shirt off and calls men like my dad and men like you have probably known your whole life either lazy or fools because they're not crooked and degenerate like Andrew Tate is because they're not rich, the man's a fool. And why in the world would you follow a fool? A loud, arrogant fool. Now you say he's rich. Hollis, there's a lot of thieves out there that are rich. All right. Now Tate can do his own thing. And I'm not going to address this subject again. And I'm not going to get into some kind of something with him on the internet. I'm just talking to you. And I'm just pointing out to you the reality of mankind, the reality of the world, and the reality of truth is that the most dangerous man in the room is never, ever, ever the loudest man in the room. The loudest man in the room is the most insecure man in the room. And that's why they put off so much flash and vibe. So you do what you want. Tate can do what he wants. I'm going to do what I want. But I'm just pointing out that's a trap. And then you do what you got to do. Okay? I got no beef against him personally. All right? But I just point out the truth. That's what I do.